Hello, hello, hello. I'm just 9 minutes late. That is all. Please come in. Let me know if you can hear me. I have been playing around with going live and with different devices. So some were working, some were not. And I kept having an echo. So please let me know if you can hear me now. Let me know if you can hear me before I go any further. Do you want now? That's my comment. Checking for comments. If you can hear me, can you hear me? Yay, you can hear me. Okay. A little late. I'm late to the party too, Rosie. Tarita said, yes. All right. I am late to the party as well. I'm always trying to figure out how I can go live in a different manner because the colors are not accurate when I go live with my whatever. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Just know my colors were not right, and I don't know if they'll be right today, but we're gonna find out real soon. So I'm using my phone actually this time to see this. So maybe, just maybe, it'll work. All right. So this is the church that I'm thinking and trying to talk at the same time. That never works well. This is the church we did last week. And the reason I'm thinking this isn't gonna work because when I go to solo, it's just it did work. Okay, yay, yay. Okay, this is a church that we drew off last week. If you remember, we took this picture. You can take this picture now. It looks kind of, you know, dreary in my eyes. It was a little dreary out there. And I'm thinking, I don't like dreary. I like beautiful, colorful uh paintings. And you can do whatever because I mean I do now. This looks dreary, but if you took this and just painted it in the subtle colors, it's gonna be beautiful. That's not what I'm talking about at all. So you can do it in a more muted, neutral painting style, and it will be absolutely beautiful with just the subtle greens, the subtle blues, and it look really nice. I do like those, but I want to show you how you can take this and turn it into a pizzazz, beautiful, colorful painting. Okay, this is very little, so we can't do a whole lot, but I can go down to my brush size a little bit smaller, maybe, and do more with it. See here. All right, all right. Okay, hold on a minute. I gotta have a sip of coffee. I'm hungry, so I have to drink my coffee. All right, I'm gonna move this over here. What size? This is just on my drawing pad. It's probably like a 4 by, I don't know. I don't know. I just drew it out. I don't know what size it is. Not anything standard, I can tell you that. Trying to get you where you can see. All right. So, decisions. So, when you start a painting, you have a million decisions you can make. All right, you have to make. We had a million decisions. How many of you were here last week when we drew this off? We need to make you some protein balls to keep in the freezer. Then you can pop them out and have a quick snack. No, because then I'll use my points. I'm on Weight Watchers. I can't use any points until dinner. That's my deal. I don't like to use any points until then. Janine, try any size you want to. Any size you want to. You can just draw this off, like with the video from last week. Draw it off on any size. I encourage you just to get a sketchbook and just play in your sketchbook. don't worry about getting a canvas and doing it legit, Try it in your sketchbook and try it different ways with last week's video, and then go and paint it in different ways and see what you come up with and what you like best. The only way you're going to know you and what you like best is by doing. So I encourage you not to just do it like somebody else. Try many, many different ways and mediums and styles, and finally something's going to stick with you that is part of you already, and then you're adding in tools from different artists that you follow, and you have your own style then. Okay, so anyway, so decisions. We have many, many decisions on how we want to paint this. I just have my own way of doing things, so I'm just going to jump right on in here. I do like to tone the canvas a lot of times with a color, and I haven't even thought about this. I had a phone call right before I was going live, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be really spur of the moment. So let me see here. Let me just grab a color, any color. Pick a color, any color. Just grab one, and I'm just gonna tone this canvas really quick, just because I don't have a thought process at all right now. You can start with a black canvas. You can draw it off in chalk. You can start with a colored canvas. You can have a multicolored canvas. You can have different colors in different areas. There is no right or wrong. You just have to play with what you like, not what I like, and you'll figure it out. And you'll figure out what you like, and you'll do more of what you like on all of your work. Good morning, Jane. It doesn't have, never, never, never does it have to be like somebody else. And never, never, just because somebody else does it one way, should you think, oh, that's just how it is. That's how it's supposed to be done. It's not. It's not necessarily how it's supposed to be done. All right. So you can have a colorful church. You can have white church. You could have a dark black blue church. I've seen lots of dark churches that look really nice in some photos I've been looking at. You don't have to have a white church. There's just something about an old country white church that I like. I forgot to draw off my bushes. I drew this off with Sharpie so you could see it. And I forgot a few things. Just a few. So what are y'all up to today? I'm just starving, that's all. I'm not really starving, but if I don't drink my coffee, it makes me hungry. So I just keep drinking my coffee till after lunch, and then I start snacking on fruit. Playing pickleball. Rosie, you have the best life. You're always doing something fun. I don't know why I rinsed my brush out right there. Are you out of town on vacation? Mm. Next month in Greece. Goodness gracious, I had to just live my life through you. Hey, Anna, going to get your hey, girl, I hear you. I hear you. That is no fun. I don't like, that's like one of my worst fear and things. I just hate going to the dentist. Hate it, hate it, hate it. We're getting new wood floors. That's exciting. Putting stuff in other rooms, moving furniture. I know that's a perfect time to get rid of stuff, Jane. Chunk it out the door. Somebody'll take it. This is acrylic paint, Tarita. And yeah, at some point, yes, it's white, wet on wet, and some point it's not. I rarely wait on anything to dry. I can come back in and do this right there. But you're painting on paper and you're using acrylic paint, it dries super fast. So you're not always painting wet on wet. It's dry by the time you get around to things. I'm just trying to make this up as I go along, y'all. I'm just don't necessarily have a true plan. This is just a mixed media pad that you can get from anywhere. This is a Canson. Doesn't have to be this one, remember. Everything doesn't have to be just like somebody else. Just get you one. It doesn't matter. They do have different paper thicknesses and stuff. Just get one that you like. Try it out and then try another one out. And you got to do that with all things because you may like something different than somebody else just because somebody else uses one. You may hate it. So, and you're only going to know that if you try all the things. All is calm here in the house. I better not speak loud or it will change really quickly. The dogs are napping. Don't know why I keep forgetting this little guy right here. I always wonder if y'all can hear my stomach growling on the videos. Puppies are good. They're all doing okay at the moment. Riley and his congestive heart failure, he's always got some issue going on. He was really sick last week with a stomach issue too. I totally forgot this back area right here. I always forget something, leave it out, and it is so not the same color. I'm not even sure what all what all I'm doing right there. I don't know what is what at this point. Making it up, making it up, making it up. Remember when you're drawing it off, you draw it off however you like it. There's so many different ways. That's what I was showing in the video last month. Well, no, it's not last month. It was last week. So many different ways that you can take this one basic picture and then draw it off in many different ways. And I want you to go try that and see what you come up with, what comes to your mind, and go with whatever comes to your mind and try it out. Never, never, never take it at face value of what somebody else has. Go do your thing. Go your own way, do your own thing. Because at the end of the day, if you're just copying somebody else, it's their work. It's not yours. So you want to do your stuff, what comes to your mind. Do their stuff, to get the practice and stuff. But then go off and do your thing your way. Notice that my steeple comes up. I had drawn off a little square right there, so I'm gonna take this on up a little bit right here. Mhm. Could go dark with that, but I could also go light with that. Let's go light. One of the doggies is up trying to get in my room. Wonder who it is. Wonder, wonder, wonder. Got green by accident. Y'all sure are quiet. Hey, Rhonda Lynn. I like your little comment yesterday, Rhonda, on my cooking skills. They let you in the kitchen. That was funny. Well, I made a big blob right there. How many of y'all go off, start cooking something, then go off and leave it and forget it? Make me feel better and say, me. Yeah, I'm doing I'm doing what I know how to do, not cooking. I was actually just cooking some dried beans on the stove, and they weren't on there long, and then let them cook probably too fast, and I wasn't paying attention and tried to burn down the house. Thank you, Rosie. Burning down the house. But watch out. Can't sing while I'm on video. I'll get restricted. How many of y'all are going to go try this church? Drawing it off and painting it. You don't have to paint it my way. You can paint a different way. My green is really dark and yeah, I sure want to, Rhonda said. It competes with my bushes in the back. No, my mountains are really dark and they compete with my tree line. That's what I meant to say. That was what I meant. Let me see if I can change up the color just a little wee bit. I don't want them to look the same as my trees in the foreground. So I'll have to use a different green. That made it a little bit better. Maybe I should go back and play with my mountains. They can stay that dark, but I don't want them that dark. Want to play around with the color just a little bit. Hello, Rose. Are you on your lunch break? There, just a little tweak makes all the difference in the world. And now one of the dogs, that's Luna, she's in there tapping on her water bowl, telling me to give her something to drink. Just finished eating lunch. I'm ready to eat something. All right, all right. They're telling me they need me. They're coming alive. And all I want to do is play with my paint. All right, I have one person say they wanted to paint this. No, Rhonda, I cannot multitask either. I cannot. It is just impossible for me to do that anymore. So I'm going to hit it with a dryer real quick. Let's just use the little Sharpie here this time. You should see how pretty my new phone looks. Thanks again to you, your friend, for walking me through it. Thanks. Well, you can thank Lynn for walking you through it. She's good about that, Lynn, and I am not. So I left that up to her. I said, you're going to have to deal with this because I would be no help to you. But you're welcome. Use this link. Oh, yeah. If you didn't get the screensaver from yesterday, Lynn just put the link up to get the church painting, which is a screensaver for your phone. And if you can't figure out how to do it, Lynn will help you. She's already got several descriptions in there on how to do it, a little quick little snippet tutorial, so you can go and look at those on the last post. The big bold signature right there, isn't it? And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is how I would paint that church right there. And that's how I painted many other ones. So go back and try it. Try it, try it, try it. I can't stress to you enough. I know everybody's scared to draw it, but even if you don't draw it and you trace it off, you can still go back in the lesson and learn how you can change it up and make it yours. You see this church, looks nothing like this church, and that's what I want to stress to you. You can just take the bones, the bare bones of a picture, and turn it into your own artwork by just totally revamping all of it. Now there are mountains, so I got suggestions from the photo is basically what I did. There are mountains back in the back. I didn't try to do it just like what was in the photo. I did bring them up higher. There is a tree line going back behind there, which I did angle it a little bit, but not just like the photo. It's just a little bit here and then more going up at an angle there. And then there's this little set of trees, but I didn't try to get it just like the photo. And then I added a tree right there. I did have a hill there, but it looks like I took it out just by default. I wasn't focusing on it. I did change my windows of my church a little bit and just did my own thing. And that's what I encourage you to do. Do your own thing and play. If you're not playing, you're never growing. Okay. You got to play in order to grow in your art practice. And don't expect everything to come out perfectly. Just if you go into it with the mindset of I'm just going to play and see what happens and do it in a sketchbook, you have nothing to lose. You have no canvas to waste, and if you are scared about wasting your paints, you've got to get over it. Just get over it. You got to do it. All right. Anything else I need to tell everybody, Lee? Because I get so involved in painting that I forget it all. Yes, it is just paper, just paper. That is what it is, and you cannot be scared of it. Don't be scared of paper. And don't be scared to use your paints. You gotta use them. So I would love to see what y'all come up with. What kind of church scene would you come up with? Go try it. Go try your own version and come back and put it down here under this one because I know you can do it and I want to see it. It doesn't matter if it's super simple, you're super beginner, and you're scared it's not as good as everybody else's. It doesn't matter because we're all on different levels. We all started at the bottom and we're gradually building our way up to the top. I'm not to the top by any means. I'm still trying myself. So we're just going to encourage each other and support you no matter what level you are at. Lynn says use colored pencils and paper and just sketch it and play. Yeah, for real, even just a pencil to sketch out some different scenes on your little paper. And then if you find one you really like, then you can go and do it on a bigger canvas if you want to. But play around on that sketch pad and see what you come up with. And then use your favorite one or multiples and do multiple paintings with it if you're to that point. Not, don't worry about it. All right. So that's it for this week. I'll be back next week and we will draw something else. And then I don't know what that'll be just yet. You're welcome, Rose. I'll have to watch the replay. All right. No problem. Y'all have a fantastic day and I will talk to you later. I gotta come up here and click the button. Yes, your challenge is Thursday. So hop on. Hop on it. We have a challenge in the PJs and Paint group. That's what Rose is talking about. And it is due this Thursday, and it's super fun to do. Lynn said text this number here. Thank you, Lynn. On this screen. Let me pull this up. Text that number. You can screenshot it real quick. And if you want to know when I come live, just text lives to that number and you'll get a text when I'm coming live. All right. That all, Lynn? My battery's about to go dead on my laptop. That's the one thing I did not charge up, but it worked out really well. All right. Y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Go grab that screenshot. No, what is it? Not a screenshot. Screensaver for the church for your cell phone. All right. Bye.